It's my beautiful scallop chorizo dish.
You know, I come from Steel City, Pittsburgh, and I moved to New York City with a dream. God, these scallops are so amazing. I love it. I do this every day. I do this every day. This is what I do. The Ribera del Duero just cuts through the pork and potatoes and just sort of like hugs the scallop and brings the scallop into your mouth. It's absolutely... Hi, I'm Chad Carns. Welcome to the Gourmet Bachelor. Quick and easy, global recipes inspired by my neighborhood, Greenwich Village. You know, the modern bachelor, he travels to Barcelona, he travels to Rome, he travels to Hong Kong, maybe for business, but probably just to find something new and interesting in his life. You know, he loves the perfect burger, but he also enjoys Korean barbecue, Singapore noodles, sushi, and that vintage bottle of Bordeaux. I bring that lifestyle home with fresh, local ingredients in a quick and easy way. You know, Greenwich Village has been my home for over a decade. As I exit the West 4th Street subway stop, I walk down Carmine Street and I'm hit with the aromas of garlic, of olive oil, of fresh basil, fresh ginger, cumin. I walk down Carmine Street to Bedford Street and I walk past my favorite Korean barbecue. And then I smell the rustic Italian pork shoulder roasting at Lupa on Thomas Street. As I pass my favorite Spanish tapas bar, I end my Epicurean daily commute with smoked paprika, dusted chorizo. So today we're going to make scallop chorizo. What is chorizo? Chorizo is just pork sausage. Most of the time it's cured. You can eat it straight away, just like pepperoni, or you can cut it up and add it into a dish. That's what we're going to do today. Well, I recently returned from Barcelona. I define Spain 2 words: pork and seafood. And when I order seafood from my favorite restaurants, it comes out with this, the seafood comes out in this perfect crust, this crispy crust, right? And it's moist and delicious on the inside. Well, I'm going to teach you how to achieve that perfect sear in 5 simple steps. Number 1, what's the first step? Got to start off with a heavy skillet. Heavy, nice skillet. I love to use a non-stick skillet for seafood, just because it's so easy to create that crispy crust on a heavy, non-stick skillet. That's number 1. Number 2, 1 tablespoon of oil. If you add more than 1 tablespoon of oil, you're just going to poach the seafood. We don't want to poach the seafood. We want 1 tablespoon of oil, just enough to coat the bottom and to create that crispy crust. Just 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Now the heat is very important as well. Medium-high heat. Number 3, the most important step for achieving the perfect sear. Dry seafood. The seafood must be dry. If it's wet, well, you're going to be steaming the seafood instead of searing it. So what I do is, with just a standard paper towel, like this, just a beautiful, fresh scallops, I pat them dry, just like this, okay? Turn it over and pat it dry again. So now the scallops are absolutely dry. 5th step, add salt last, not now. Again, when we add salt now, salt brings out the moisture in food, okay? So what's going to happen is salt's going to create moisture in the skillet. We don't want moisture in our skillet. We want a little bit of olive oil. We want the moisture to come out in your mouth, not in the skillet. To distribute the oil evenly, I'm going to move the vegetables around like this. Scallops, keep the scallops exactly as they are, untouched. Let them create that crispy sear. I guarantee if you leave them untouched and you follow my 5 simple steps to achieve the perfect sear, you will have perfect restaurant quality scallops every time. I grew up in a diverse family, passionate about food. I remember my grandmother molding 1 cup of flour, 1 egg, and a splash of water into Sunday dinner. But I put my passion for food on hold briefly to study graphic design and move to New York City to create the next Super Bowl commercial. To be honest, it was exciting working as a graphic designer in New York City during the day. But in the evenings, like a magnet, I felt the city pulling me to different food destinations. I tried a new global restaurant every night, and the next day tried to recreate that dish with simple, fresh, local ingredients. Eventually, I had a stack of recipes with all of these global dishes. Although I studied at the Institute of Culinary Education for 2 years, I'm not a chef. And the recipes, they're for anybody. They're easy to prepare. They're not prepared by a chef. They're prepared just by an average guy. So I wrote, designed, published the Gourmet Bachelor Global Flavor Local Ingredients Cookbook out of my tiny Bleecker Street apartment above John's Pizza. Okay, so our dish is finished. You ready? Here we go. This is scallop chorizo with a sunny side egg. You know, Food Network has been a very inspirational part of my life, and I would love to be part of its future. Carns, Gourmet Bachelor, thank you, and I hope to see you soon.